Hey VCU! Today we're going to be doing some gardening. Now spring has officially started. I accidentally forgot to put that on our calendar. So on the 19th, that was yesterday because today's the 20th, it was the first official day of spring. So to celebrate, we are going to be doing some plants, some seeds. Oh, I think I forgot my seeds inside. So maybe we're just going to do the plants first and then later I can do the seeds. It is also today International Day of Happiness, and gardening always makes me happy. So, hope you enjoy our video today as we're gardening. I'm going to start by dumping all of my old pots of dirt into this big bucket. I have a bunch of pots with plants that did not survive, so I need to take out all of the weeds and all of the old dirt to make them empty again. And then I can reuse these pots for all of my new plants. And today I got some tomato plants, I got some peppers, I got some, I think there's even a strawberry plant in there, and some cilantro. You obviously can plant whatever you prefer or your family likes, or if you have seeds at your house. I use seeds a lot and then you watch them grow and sprout. So we're gonna dump in all these. Okay, I think that will be good to start. More dead plants. And then I like to mix it up so there's not a lot of big clumps in there because this dirt is really dry right now. And plants need the water and the soil like we've talked about so that they can grow. So I'm going to break apart all of these big clumps. Some people wear gloves when they do this because they don't like the dirt on their hands. I don't mind it, it's not so bad, and you just wash your hands after. Although it does get stuck under your fingernails, so that's something to think about. Okay, I think that is pretty mixed up. Now, as you were watching, I also added some water. We're gonna add water to the plants at the end, but for right now, my soil and dirt was really dry, and I wanted to make sure that my plants have the best possible success. So I always add a little bit of water so that my dirt and soil is really rich and it's hydrated, moisturized, so that the plants are ready to go. And then we'll add a little bit at the end to help them out as well. So I'm gonna start here with my cilantro. Oh, actually it's parsley. I'm mistaken, sorry. My parsley. And you want to get a container that's about the same size as this. So I'm just gonna tip this upside down and kind of squeeze the edges. You gotta shake it a little bit. Maybe it will come out. Sometimes you have to push from the bottom too. Oh, this one is pretty well in there. There we go. Okay. I always take the plants and I loosen the root ball. The root ball, you can see the roots down at the bottom, are where the plants soak up the nutrients from the soil. And you want them to be able to get as many nutrients as possible, so I kind of break them apart just a little bit and loosen up. We're gonna put it in this pot just because it's a little bit bigger than the one we had, so that we'll have space to grow. So to start, you just put a little handful of soil at the bottom, maybe two. Then you're gonna put your plant in, and you want to make sure that the plant measures up to the top. Now we've talked about measurement, and you wanna make sure that it's the same. So your plants are touching the top of your pot, and then you'll need to put some soil around your new plant. So I'm gonna tuck some in. You kind of have to hold up the leaves so they don't get squished in there. Tuck it in, tuck it in. And you want to push it down so that the soil fills all of the spaces so you don't have any air bubbles or any pockets inside of there. Because if there's a pocket, that's the space that could have the soil and nutrients to help your plant grow. Because we know that, as we've learned, plants need sunlight, they need space, they need air, they need water, and some plants need soil. Not all plants, but these plants today need soil to live. So this is my first plant. I have my beautiful parsley. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my plants while you guys watch. Okay, as I finish these last couple of plants, you might notice that I didn't take the containers off of all of the plants, and that was because I realized that these are made out of paper, these containers that the plants are in. That means that when you put the paper in the soil and have the water, over time the paper will break down, so you don't have to take it out. Not all containers when you buy plants are like that, but some of them are. So just check if you get plants to see what type of container it's in, and if you need to take it out of that container, or if you can just tear off the bottom so the roots can come out the bottom. Now you might also have noticed that as I was working, I didn't use any of my soil, and that was because I already had enough dirt left over from plants before that I could use in there. You can use dirt from a bag, you can use leftover dirt that you have in a pot, you can use dirt from the ground, whatever dirt you have will work. And one last tip is when you are planting, if you decide to do this project at home, you don't need to have containers like mine to put it inside. You can put it in old soda cans as long as you cut out a little part. Your family can help you with that. Or you can put it in any type of container you have. If you have an old plastic bottle that you want to use, if you have a to-go container, if you have one of the meals from the park that they come in those little plastic boxes, you can plant in there. Anything that will hold a plant, you can plant inside. Let's see, I think I'm gonna put my last one, I'm gonna put it in here. Well, okay, we're gonna go a little bit bigger. I don't have any more medium ones, so we'll go a little bit bigger. I'm gonna put some dirt on the bottom first so that he has a good layer, because this is a big pot for him, so I need to add a lot of extra dirt. Ooh, I tried to break apart some of the chunks and add in the water so we'd get lots of nutrients. You also don't have to have plants that are already sprouted like mine. I usually plant seeds because that's what I have, so use whatever you have at your house. But as you watch this video, I want you to be thinking about the parts of the plant. We've talked about this in class before, about plant parts and also plant needs. In your journals, I want you to write, let me get that last little part. The parts of a plant, like this pepper that I'm holding right here, as well as what this plant will need to survive. You can draw pictures in your journals, you could write the words as well and the sounds, you can have a family member help you. And then if you have the supplies at your house to do it, you can plant as well. All right, let's get this last pepper in. The final step in any planting is to make sure that you add water. I always add a little bit of plant food as well. You don't have to, but I find that it helps the plants grow a little bit bigger, and it helps them if they don't have enough nutrients in the soil. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of this plant food over every plant, and it's just going to give all of the nutrients into the soil when I add the water. And then our gardening is done for the day. This is actually our poinsettia from the class from when we did Christmas around the world. Later, I think I'm gonna repot our bamboo because he's getting too big for the container he's in. So we're gonna need to find a bigger container for him. All right, VCU, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will talk to you soon. Love you guys, bye.